What's up guys, macadii here. Now today I'm bringing you guys the third battle of our NU session where we're going to be using a team based around Oversized hands, the Golurk. Now this guy's team is pretty scary, I must admit. He's got a lot of very offensive threats, he's got sleeping threats and some very good walls as well. So I'm going to have to really watch out with this one. Looking at his team, he's got sort of maybe a bulk up or a fence, sort of life orb sweeper there. Possibly a Scarfer. It's difficult to tell. I mean, that could even be Specs Pyro there as well. The Jinx is going to cause some problems, but we have got the Moo Cow. While it doesn't have the thick fat, I think it can still kind of handle that. So hopefully we'll be okay. We know we can set up with Oversized hands on the Miltank. So that's not going to be too much of an issue, and just with a little bit of prediction and stuff like that, we might be able to handle the Electivire. So in terms of lead, I'm kind of anticipating the Regirock leading off, which is why I'm quite keen to lead off with Quagsire, but that could go very badly very quickly. The other option is Oversized hands, because I know I can do a lot of damage to that Regirock. And in thinking about that, I might lead off with the Regirock. As he does lead off with the Jinx. To be honest, either one of those choices would have been pretty disastrous, I must admit. So he's might be going for an ice move here. So I'm kind of tempted to go into Sinistar here, because if I get this falling asleep, I can easily heal Bell up from there. So I think that's the play to make. He does Lovely Kiss. He doesn't end up missing, unfortunately. What we're going to have to do now is go out into our Moo Cow. And we need to get a heal Bell off if we can. But in terms of something that had to go to sleep, this probably was the thing that had to go. So he does end up going out into his own Miltank here. We are going to set up our own rocks because he has no way to actually set up his rocks. He's actually a offensive Miltank, which is quite interesting actually. But we can go straight out into Quag. Quag really doesn't care, which is why I absolutely love him. He's just, yeah, it's an absolute beautiful mon. And we are actually going to go for the Earthquake, because I have a feeling that Jinx might be a little bit tricksy and come in. But having rocks up is going to be really useful, because if that Jinx is sashed, we can sort that out, and just, it limits the amount of times it can switch in. He has quite a few rock weak things, which will be quite good. So we're going to go for an EQ here, because if this is Power Up Punch, he probably doesn't have Toxic on there as well. And everything is grounded. He has a fair EQ weakness as well, 3 of them being weak to EQ. So apart from the Float Soul, something's going to get hit pretty hard, and I can just burn this Miltank. So actually, Quagsire is going to be very useful here. I can already see that. The other option we could have gone out into was the Golurk, but considering this is probably 3 attacks, I'm not sure what offensive options Miltank has. I guess he might have had the Scrappy, but I do end up going for the EQ here, as he does get the Paralysis. I'm just going to go for another EQ here, as he's just Power Up Punching my face. I really don't know. Thinking about this, actually, I think I've been really stupid, because Unaware might ignore my boosts as well. And you guys are probably shouting at me for that. We're actually going to change that for Toxic, because I have a very bad feeling that Unaware ignores other Pokemon stat changes. So maybe it doesn't. No, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I'll have a look after the battle. I'm not going to change it too quickly, but I am just going to go for another EQ. He is just staying in and doing body slams, which is fine by me, really, because I can just wall this guy. We're just going to go for a recover here. But yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I always forget how Unaware works in terms of my moves. Maybe it's not right. Yeah. Let me just see. Can I type in dash data Unaware? If it loads up. So he's still he's milk drinking here. Ignores other Pokemon stats changes when shaking or doing damages. So no, it does work. So we can curse up here. Or we can find out. We could do a little experiment. We'll set up a curse and see what it does. So a Power Up Punch is doing that amount of damage. I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know if he's realised that we're not Power Up Punch quite yet, but sorry, we're not that we're unaware. I don't even know. So we've got a defense boost up. So let's see what happens, because I'm interested to know. what exactly is going on. Because I think we could KO the Jinx, actually, with an EQ. But I'm sure it doesn't ignore our defense boosts. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, in terms of the team, though, I am quite happy with the team. Okay, so it does work. It does work. I've not been stupid. So that's really, really good to know. Because we can just set up another curse here. And I think I'm not going to set up any more than that. Because I really don't want him to switch out into a special attacker. I'm almost tempted to go for another EQ here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I think he's going to give up. Just make sure that cancel button does work. So yeah, curse is actually useful. And that's really, really good to know. He's still body slamming. Earthquake doing 38. I'm quite happy to stay in like this because I can actually go for another curse here as he is going to go for the milk drink. I just need to get to a point where I'm doing about 50%, but I don't want him to switch out. But he's being very, very stubborn here. I'm going to go for one more. Surely he's got to switch out. Surely. He has the Pyro, which can just scare me. I don't know what this guy's doing. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to go for another EQ. No. We're going to curse. We're going to curse. Unless he's like a master of predictions. He's just going to stay in and be stubborn. Okay, so we got a curse up. So that's good. I think I'm going to recover this turn as well. Because if I can stay at a reasonably high level... Oh, he does switch out this turn. Okay. Well, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go out into probably Miltank. I mean, Golurk is an option, but I don't really want to be taking any fire moves. He hasn't shown any recovery. And he might have the HP Grass. So let's go out into Miltank this turn. HP Grass, there you go. Well, we can go for a Body Slam here. And scare this Pyro out at the very, very least. But yeah, the Sap Sipper Miltank with Quagsire is absolutely beautiful. As he goes out into the Regirock. Okay. Right. Probably the best bet is to go back out into the Quag. Because we can Scald. He's setting up curses now. Okay, so he likes to set up, this guy. Yeah, it's not like this. I'm not even low on the ladder. This is the thing. I'm at about 1350, something like that. So it's not like the real dregs of the ladder. So I don't know if this guy hasn't realised this is unaware. Yeah, I'm really confused. Which yeah. I do apologise that this guy is doing some really weird plays, but there's not much I can do. I can't pick every single opponent, and I like to show every single battle, as long as it's a decent one, because I know there's a lot of, like, there are quite a few people that sort of like to just upload wins and stuff like that. Like, I know there's one PokeTuber, I'm not going to mention his name, but there is one that just literally only uploads battles where he wins. He's not a particularly great one, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. But okay, so we do a reasonable amount with Scald. He has no real form of recovery, so I'm quite happy to just keep Scalding away here. I wasn't expecting Curse, I must admit. Drain Punch. What are you trying to achieve? And we get the burn. That's what I was after. So, we can just go for EQs here, because just in case the Jinx wants to come out, and he disconnects anyway. Okay, so I think we're going to do one more after this, because this wasn't a particularly engaging match, I would say. Yeah. So we're going to move on to the next one. Let's just go and have a look for another one, because that one was relatively short as well. Okay, so against a guy called Bert C, he has the Mega Altaria, which is definitely going to be interesting. The Malamar as well. I'm quite tempted to lead off with Reaper, because I have a feeling they do like to lead off with the Malamar. He has a very slow team as well, and Reaper could do a number on this. So, yeah, we're going to lead off with Reaper. Beheem, absolutely beautiful. We can go for a U-turn, and this is either going to have to die, unless it's, no, even if it's Scarfed, I'm fine. So let's go for that U-turn. But yeah, I still don't know what that guy was doing. Goes out into the Kling Clang. luckily, we do have the Quagsire. We could go down to Golurk here. But I think Quag might be the way to go, because we can go for an EQ there, or even just a Scald. I'm going to go down to Quag, and I'm going to Scald, because I don't even know why Quag is NU, to be honest. Like, it works so good in OU and everything like that. Okay, so he goes down to Beheem. We're going to have to go out into Moo Cow and take quite a big hit. That's our only real option here. So he does go for the Psychic. That does so much. It's the Analytic, that's the problem. But we can... Let's Milk Drink and see how much it does. Psychic does... So he's not Analytic. Oh no, he is Analytic because it's the turn after. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. We're going to set up our Stealth Rocks because I think Moo Cow probably would have been useful, but I think we have ways around this. We'll be okay, guys. Don't worry. We're going to go out into Reaper because we can just go for another U-turn here. It's probably our best bet because we need to get that Behemoth out of the way. Goes out into the Girder. We can go out into... possibly... No, because we don't want to get knocked off here. I mean, the Golurk could be an option, but I'm still feeling the Quag. I think we're going to go out into Quag. We're going to have to play some tricksy moves here. We're going to go into Quag, and we're going to double out into Reaper. Okay, so it goes out into the Ordino here. We can still go for... we could go for the Aerial Ace, actually. Let's go for the Aerial Ace, because I need to get this guy out of the way. 42% really doesn't do as much as I hoped. He does go for that Toxic. If anything had to be Toxic, this would probably be the thing to be Toxic. And I just need this guy out of the way. And he does go for this Wish. And that means we could go out into Nut right here. Because he is going to go for that Protect. He has to go for that. And we can just sub up here. So let's sub up. And see what he's going to go for. He does go for the Wish here. We can get up a Calm Mind. And that's going to be really, really useful. Because we can handle the Girder. We could hopefully handle the Behemoth later on. Behemoth is going to cause some issues. But we can set up our Calm Mind. And I think we can take a couple of them. So we can get a... probably a Giga Drain off. Let's see how much a Giga Drain does. 21%. It's not particularly great. Shadow Ball is going to be doing a lot. Question is... what to do from here. We kind of need a free switch into Golurk to set up a sub at some point. Let's see. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into Kragonal. His Ordino is at 54%. Do we need Kragonal? It's probably our least useful Mon. And we can take those. And we can go for a Frost Breath just to get some damage off on this Behemoth. 52% is really good, actually. And we are going to go down from there. But what this does mean is we can go out into Reaper. And we can get a U-turn off. And I'm hoping he goes out into the Mega Ordino. Because we'll be in such a good position. He doesn't. He goes down to the Kling Clang. Right. Well, we can go out into Golurk here. And I think this is the way to go, because we can go out into Golurk, and we can just get an EQ off, and that's going to do a really good amount to whatever wants to come in. Because this Kling Clang is a threat, especially once the Quagsire's out the way. It's the Behemoth that's going to mess us up. Okay, so he goes out into the Malamar. Well, we can go out to Quag. Because he's probably going to go for a Dark move here. Let's go for Quag. Because he can't switch in Behemoth. Does go for the knockoff there. That's fair enough. Let's go for the Earthquake here. He is going to go out into the Ordino. I did kind of want to switch out, but it was really difficult. But he is going to have to Wish, and we can go out into Oversized Hands here. Because Wish is his only real option, I hope. Yeah. And we should outspeed, so we can get the sub up. Absolutely beautiful. And a Focus Punch is coming to... Yeah, it's going to hit something. Hopefully that KOs. No, it doesn't KO. Fair enough. We're going to go for another Focus Punch here. Because... that's probably our best bet. He does go for the Protect here. And let's see. We can go for an EQ here. It's probably our best bet. How much does that do? But a little bit less, yeah. I was thinking that probably would do less. Let's see. At the very least, we can stall this guy out. As he is going to go out into the girder. Oh, this is not going to appreciate this. 46%. A little bit disappointing. But we can go for one more Focus Punch here for free. As he does go for that knockoff. And a Focus Punch is going to do 43%, which is really good. And we outspeed the next turn. So we can go for that EQ, take out the girder. That is really good work. That is really handy. Ordino comes back out. Okay. Well, we could actually KO this with the EQ. If we wanted to. Let's have a look. How much did EQ do? I'm looking far too high up. Okay, let's just go for the EQ. Done. Job done. Oversized hands, you're beautiful. Goes down to the Malamar. I'm convinced this is Scarfed. Well, whatever happens, we can go out into no water for you. As he does go for another knockoff. And I'm just going to go for an EQ just in case that Behemoth wants to come in. And it doesn't. And I think we still have enough HP for that Kling Klang as well. Goes out into the Crustle. Let's recover up here. Because I don't know what this guy's doing now. But, yeah, it was looking a little bit hairy a second ago. But he does set up the rocks, which I know isn't ideal for Scyther. But we don't need to switch in Scyther that many number of times. He does have the Custard Berry, he does set up spikes. But that Crustle is now out the way. The Behemoth is probably coming in now, but we can KO with an EQ, so that's not too bad. The Kling Klang comes out now. And a Scald is going to do a number on this guy as a Giga Drain just does absolutely nothing at all. Absolutely beautiful. Let's recover up here just to play it safe because we know we can outspeed that. Oh, he does set up the sub. That's cheeky. But there's as I said, there's not much you can do. It's an unaware Quagsire. Why does no one realise it's unaware? I don't know. It's as if people don't know that this sort of thing exists. It's just... yeah. At least we know the title to this episode is going to be... yeah. Why? I don't even know. It's just ridiculous. Well, we're going to go for the EQ here because we can take out this guy. Oh, he outspeeds. Fair enough. Well, we have got Scyther. So we can go into that, we can Bug Bite and do all that sort of fun stuff. Let's just Bug Bite, and that's the end of the match. So, I do apologise, I don't know why, but people seem to have forgotten completely that you can get a unaware Quagsire in NU. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, or both of the battles, even though our opponent was a little bit funny, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the battles, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.